Hey, welcome back here to Wood Sports Gaming. We continue our Iowa Saints franchise right here via MLB The Show. Kyle Arnold, the lefty, is going to be taking the hill. The Saints 9-7, look to get to 10-7. But the Minnesota Twins, 4-12, off to a really bad start coming to town, are desperate for a win. Can the Saints pick up the win against the Twins? We'll find out. But first, you need to hit that like button. If you've not done so, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and as always, grab some popcorn, get your soda, sit back, and enjoy the game. And don't forget, we do not own the contents to the game. They belong to MLB and San Diego Studios. Thanks again. Enjoy.
Kyle Arnold gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
The batter will be Austin Martin. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 1-1 is taken for ball two. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Mountcastle has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
At the plate now, Victor Caratini. Count even at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Number 15 will be next. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Stepping up is number 15. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Now the 2-1. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Caratini, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's in the dirt. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. The 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2 out with the man at first. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. Country boy over to his left, and that retires the side. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressive-ness against them.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Full count, 3-2. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So now into the box is David Woods. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Shane Woods. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Time for a look. If you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So now to the plate, Trevor Larnach. High in the air down the right field line. Mountcastle is there, 2 down.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Now the 3-2 pitch. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Next up, Brooks Lee, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Matt Country Boy. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Henderson.
Stepping in now, Gunnar Henderson. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Payoff pitch on its way. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. Country Boy is on his way home. And a relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Ryan Mountcastle. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hit down the line at first. He's got it to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. And he chased it in the dirt. Country Boy is after it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Austin Martin.
Striding in is Austin Martin. Flew out last time up. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Outside in a full count, 3-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there. I've seen a lot of hitters.
At the plate now, Victor Caratini. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Bottom of the 3rd now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jacob Wilson. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch, and that misses. 2-1. This one's down to 3rd. Arcia has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down. At the plate now is Danny Edwards, grounded out in his last at bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And a half swing here, but this in there for a called strike. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. Martin gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. Iowa is on top here, 1-0. And now in the box, number 15. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
Now a curveball misses inside.
great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
In at the plate, Royce Lewis. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
After that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now to bat, Ryan Jeffers. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. 3-1 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Another full count pitch home. Again, he sends it out of play. Another full count pitch home. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold.
At the plate, Trevor Larnach can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Ripped down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make it to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So now to the plate, Orlando Arcia. 3 balls, 1 strike to Orlando Arcia. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
The 3-2 pitch.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
The next 3-2. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He can't get there as it falls in. And there's 1 away. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
In now, Brooks Lee. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
With one out and runners on corners, Senators like to hit.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and 2 gone.
He showed right there why I had there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Standing in now, James Outman, 2-2. Swing and a liner. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Minnesota leads this one 2-1. Now to the plate, David Woods struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
So it was a swinging strike 3. David Woods becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Into the box now, Shane Woods. Fouled away. The 1-2.
That's ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carting right through the heart of the...
Any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys? That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
To the plate now, Matt Country Boy. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The first baseman, number 20.
The next twin up, Victor Caratini. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. The 1-1. Martin gets his lead at first, nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one on to first, and they get them both.
The bat.
Next,
Number
it'll be number 15. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So
Your
far,
attention,
this has
please.
not been an easy one
Now
for this pitcher.
Number 39.
Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. Twins wind up stranding 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, it'll be Gunnar Henderson as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Throw into second, and he's safe. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Now batting, right fielder, Ryan Mountcastle.
Into the box, Ryan Mountcastle. Slider clocked in the hander are up to throw. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend in the inning. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. And now, Ryan Jeffers. He doubled his last time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Mountcastle will settle under it to make the play. He'll have to head back to first.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Orlando Arcia.
Next to hit is Orlando Arcia. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2.
We're going to count 2-2.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. High in the air into shallow left center. Edwards comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Brooks Lee.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Brooks Lee. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1-2 now. Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Simeon Woods Richardson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder Danny Edwards. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Now it'll be Kalen Moore. 1 out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now into the box, David Woods. The 1-1 pitch outside, the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
That was a great throw from a guy that's not necessarily known for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
Here's the 2-1 home. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, home run number 5 on the year. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore, unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
1-1 At the plate now, Shane Woods in for strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Pitch on the way. So a full count now. Matt Country Boy would be next. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. The 9-1-2 hit to upstart to 7. Fred Reed is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Leading off the inning, it'll be James Outman, and they could use a spark from him here. The 1-1 home.
Nope.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Weekly hit to third. Low roller, and he barehands it. Safe. Exceptional effort out there, but that base hit puts the potential tying run at first.
Up next to the Twins.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
So now here is Austin Martin. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Fastball, and looks like 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate here is Victor Caratini, trying here to plate the tying run from second. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Still even at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The 3-2 one more time. And he misses ball 4. So now that and this is lined hard to deep left. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. In to score the runner from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the. Number 55 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 55.
Ready now is Matt Country Boy. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And this is popped up near second base. Number 15 is there, makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Up next, Gunnar Henderson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now the 2-1 is strike 2 swinging. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Next up is Kyle Schwarber. Delivered an RBI single.
Walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Next to stand in is number 15. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Lays off the slurve there, and it's 3-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses, ball 4. So now the tying run will come across to score.
Now back, designated hitter,
Nick Anderson is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Anderson.
Royce Lewis will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Popped up. Woods has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan.
Into the box, Ryan Jeffers singled in his last at-bat. The 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Ryan Mountcastle would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Todd Hines has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Orlando Arcia. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Up next for Minnesota, Brooks Lee, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
And he takes a called strike 2. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Next, it'll be James Outman. The 3-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Austin.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and digging in next is Austin Martin. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swing and a liner. Moore gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Number 39 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 39.
number 8 set to go. And digging in is the outfielder, Ryan Mountcastle. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
So now to the plate, Jacob Wilson. Fly ball right down the line in left. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another try at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen. Digging in next, Danny Edwards. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Hit to short. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Kicking himself over that one. Runner at first following the error. And standing in the rookie outfielder, Kalen Moore. The 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Here's the center fielder. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Aaron Ashby enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Victor Caratini. The 1-1.
Ball inside.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
The 2-2. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Mountcastle is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. In now, Royce Lewis. Runners off for second. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. 3. Justin Topa comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. David Woods will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Two and two the count. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And it's fouled away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Shane Woods. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the next to bat will be Matt Country Boy. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Fouled off. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Minnesota Twins jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Simeon Woods Richardson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Justin Topa wraps it up for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
2 errors, they left 10 men on base. For the home team, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, they left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.